New format. Bonjour, bonjour, fragrance lovers. This is Clémence. I'm talking about fragrance and welcome back. Wow, that was quick. I'm happy to introduce you a new format of video, and this will be the 10 steps to something. Please feel free in the comments to propose me any 10 steps that you would like to see on my channel. I think that's going to be like quite nice and snappy for you to get all the info very quickly, so I'm really excited to introduce that to you. And today it's 10 steps to beast mode. I know it's a big trend and I don't think everything you should be beast mode, but if you want to do it, here are my 10 steps. And I'm already thinking to have like a top 10 intoxicating beast mode fragrance updated because I've done it last year. But let me know in the comments if you want this video to be followed by this list, so then you have the pack to the beast mode. But anyway, let's start to those 10 steps. And this is the rule number one for getting a beast mode: don't be shy and don't be scared. If you want to do a super intoxicating trail, you need to assume it. You need to go tough and spray. Don't expect a beast mode with 1 or 2 sprays. I will usually do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, blah, 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 blah. So it's around 15 spray. It might sound enormous to you, but I think it's necessary. You want the sillage, you want the longevity, there you go. Number 2, apply in the good area. Be strategic. It's not because you took like 15 spray but like center here that you're gonna get an amazing sillage. No, no, no. First, spray to the pulse point. Pulse point is where the circulation is really intense because you've got the vein, so it's usually pulsing the fragrance and help to get that big sillage. So pulse point are the wrist, but you get also a bit over there, behind the ears and behind the knees. Number 3, layer. Fragrance layering is everything. If you want to make your fragrance having that beast mode tone and very unique type of scent as well, layer. My favorite way to layer usually is with oil and solid fragrances. For the oil, my favorite are from Saint Salim. So I got 2 over here. You have Dubai Oud, that is a bit more unisex, quite spicy oud fragrance but still easy to wear. You put that on your pulse points, it's like a roll-on, and then after you spray your fragrance. I've got Jet, this is a bit more feminine and my favorite at the moment, very gourmand and ultra powerful in flowers. It's divine because it's oily. Can you imagine having like spray on the oil? It's just attract the scent. And like for the solid fragrance, I really encourage you to get something like Fulton and Rock. These are usually like more masculine fragrance, so they have a very cool packaging. I've done a video on them. It's like James Bond. They're super concentrated, so perfect for getting a nice projection. And these are proper fragrances. They're really nicely done and you can wear them alone. They're really nice. But if you want a beast mode, I highly recommend to apply that first and then apply your fragrance. You'll see it's absolutely stunning. My favorite is Perpetua. Kind of citrusy but at the same time very ambery. Everywhere where you want to be kissed. That's Coco Chanel that said that. If you like something like Terre d'Hermès, go for Palmetto. It actually smells a bit like Terre d'Hermès to me and it's absolutely stunning for summer. Number 4, don't be scared to mix your fragrance. It's usually a win-win for a long-lasting trail because you get twice the composition, and usually like when you start to mix your fragrance, it's a winner for longevity. For a good mixing of fragrance is to not mix 2 fragrances from the same family. Like for example 2 citrus together, 2 flowery together. There's no point because you're just gonna add exactly the same ingredients. So just a mix of more of the same ingredient, which doesn't make sense if you want something unique. My usual touch is to mix usually an oriental fragrance with a sugary fragrance. Sweet fragrance really match with woody fragrance, or vanilla fragrance with very woody fragrance. Or you can go for spices with wood as well if you want like a very intense trail. Think of the olfactive pyramid. top notes, head notes, middle note. You want to recreate that when you're doing like a mixing of fragrance. So for example, your fragrance is very woody. What does it need? It needs a top note. So you will get probably like a very fruity scent. This is how you do layering, like a pro. Number 5, how to actually mix those fragrances. Okay, you mix them, that's great, but usually it's not about spraying the first fragrance and then spray after the second fragrance right at the same place. You need to be strategic. For example, you take a very oud fragrance, that's your first fragrance, you will apply it to the pulse point over there, and then after you will take your very sweet fragrance that is nicely matched together, and you're gonna apply it on shoulder to chest as a cloud. And when I say a cloud, I'm talking about at least 5 sprays. Wherever you're gonna move, the fragrances are gonna blend together naturally and create that sillage, and also it's gonna make more contrast, and you will see you will appreciate even more your layering. Number 6, talking about the scent. The star ingredient is usually ambroxan. What is ambroxan, you're gonna tell me? It's a synthetic ingredient, smell like a dry amber note, but it usually boosts the freshness and pulse all the ingredients of the composition to get like a massive sillage. The most famous ambroxan fragrance is Sauvage, slightly ambery tone but extreme burst of freshness, and this is what characterizes usually a dominance of ambroxan in your fragrance. I won't personally recommend Sauvage, but I can tell you a little list of my favorite ambroxan. Piano Santal from l'Orchestre Parfum, and it's creamy, milky sandalwood. That's one of my favorite ever. And the very famous Dylan Blue, not one of my favorite, but this is one that usually get the most compliment because of that note that is pulsing. Mont Blanc Explorer, a really good one that is projecting a lot, more citrusy and cocktail-like. Luna Rossa Carbon, beautiful. Have a look at composition, but usually it gives you a good indication if there is ambroxan. I think it's number 7, but I'm not too sure. An overdose of Oriental. This mode, for me, it's rhyme with Oriental. Warm, intense, slightly sweet, but not too much, woody, spicy, lots of sensuality. Favorite family of fragrance. Ingredient like cardamom, vanilla, woody notes like for example Gaiac wood, things like that are very intense. Oud, of course, very dark roses fragrance does work as well. Vanilla Bomb does work a lot. I'm talking about Nishani, Annie, Musk Ravageur from Frédéric Malle, Cherzo as a oud fruity fragrance from Miller Harris, Bois des Îles from Chanel for example, vintage overdose of this Tonka Bean vanilla-like scent with a lot of wood and that slightly exotic touch with a mix of vintage. And you need to remember that vintage fragrance are usually the one that's going to last more longer, because before the trend was to overpower the fragrance with a ton of ingredients. I'm talking also about Tom Ford, and Tom Ford is a house that you want to go for if you're looking for intoxicating, because there's plenty of fragrance in there that have this character. They are provocative. Number 8, layer your fragrances again, but with body range. It's body lotion, so apply your body lotion first before spraying your fragrance, and then spray your fragrance. This is Jimmy Choo mix, but yeah, you have everything if you like. Usually like brands does those kind of stuff. A well moisturized skin is gonna hold the fragrance longer and create a bigger sillage. Hair fragrance as well, because please don't spray your fragrance in your hair. Like trust me, on the long run there's a lot of brands that are doing hair perfume that are especially made to not damage your hair, and I'm insisting on that. So body range, and body range, it could be the shower gel as well. Usually fragrance shower gel are holding the scent really long time. Soaps, like I got the soap from Violet Parfum, and I had Nuit Bleu, and I can tell you, since I got that soap, my skin is already scented after my shower, but like very scented. I love those soap. You need to have a try. Number 9 rule, respray. I'm sorry, but if you think your fragrance is gonna last 10 or 15 hours and get a lot of compliment with it, okay, can happen, but most of the time it doesn't, and it's fine. I don't like when fragrances are like staying too long, sticking to your skin for too long. I have a really good pleasure for my, at least me, to respray during the day and have again those top notes blossoming on me. I don't like to have for too long this intense trail. I like to respray because I enjoy to resmell all the composition again and seeing developing again, but that's my opinion. Usually I respray morning, midday and evening. I'll get compliments, of course. I know that my sillage is on top and I know it's a new sillage as well, so it's even better to have this burst of freshness at the beginning. My 10th rule is be confident. A fragrance, even with the best sillage, the best quality, is not enough to get you the compliment, to have that intoxicating trail. If you don't feel confident, remember that is not the fragrance that is wearing you, you are wearing the fragrance. People are naturally more attracted to someone breathing good vibes and is feeling okay about himself. If you stand like this, for example, but have a beast mode longevity, I feel it's a bit ruining the fragrance, and also you won't allow everyone to enjoy that longevity. Whereas if you like this and you move and you're confident when you're talking like this then your projection will fly around. So confidence, it's key. Right, we're done now. I hope you enjoyed the first 10 steps to something. Please tell me if you want any other video like this, and tell me usually what are the steps that you apply a lot to yourself. And I'm waiting for you in the comment. Please follow, subscribe, leave a little like. It's always appreciated and really help me. For the people that goes to my Utip account in the description box to give me a little tip, it's really much appreciated. You are lovely, and I hope to get a new set of camera soon with that money. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Merci. And I hope to see you soon. Bye now.